The nation's highest court is being thrust into the middle of two cases carrying enormous implications, both involving former President Donald Trump.
WGN Shannon Halligan is here to tell us more tonight. Shannon?
Yeah, today Special Counsel Jack Smith issued a 14-page filing urging the Supreme Court to rule quickly. This case involving whether former President Donald Trump can be prosecuted on charges he plotted to overturn the 2020 election results. This all happening just weeks before the first votes in the Iowa caucuses. Norma Anderson served as lead plaintiff in the case removing former President Donald Trump from the Colorado ballot.
It's not the trust of voters. It is following the Constitution. I sat and watched January 6th all day long, and I cried. I still cry thinking about it.
Her attorney on the case said Anderson is also a former Republican Colorado state senator.
These are not leftists who brought this lawsuit. These are people who are conservative, who are Republicans, who have a vested interest in the Republican Party, and are bringing the lawsuit because they believe Donald Trump is not qualified.
On Tuesday, the Colorado Supreme Court issued a decision declaring that Trump was ineligible to serve as president under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. That prohibits anyone who swore an oath to support the Constitution and then engaged in insurrection against it from holding office. Trump's lawyers plan to ask the Supreme Court to overturn the Colorado Supreme Court ruling.
It's time for the Republican Party to unite, to come together and focus our energy and resources on beating crooked Joe Biden and taking back our country.
You saw it all. Now, whether the 14th Amendment applies, I'll let the court make that decision. But he certainly supported an insurrection. And no question about it. None. Zero.
Since the Colorado decision, authorities said the justices have received violent threats.
Any form of violence is inappropriate and obviously dangerous, and that is something that we're going to speak out against.
This comes at the same time as the justices are separately weighing a request from Special Counsel Jack Smith. He asked the court to rule quickly on whether the former president can be prosecuted on charges he plotted to overturn the 2020 election results. That case is currently scheduled to begin on March 4th. While President Trump appointed 3 conservative Supreme Court justices, it's far from certain that the Supreme Court will decide now to take up Trump's immunity claims in the election interference case. They could wait to get involved until after the appeals court judges hear that case. Live in the newsroom, Shannon Halligan, WGN News.
We'll be watching, Shannon. Thank you.